I am Tom Williams, and welcome to the first ever episode of Tom's Daily Rant. I have decided that since there are so many problems in our country, that I would try to spend a few minutes each day pointing out the obvious and try to interject my opinion on how to fix the problem. I am a registered Republican, but without a doubt, I am a free thinker, and I say exactly what I think. I am by no way a sheep that follows the party line. I retired from the Army in 2004, and I understand how important leadership is in everything that we do. Today's rant is about leadership and our fiscal crisis. I only have to look at the lack of leadership in all three branches of our government to see that our country is never going to solve our financial problems. First, our country cannot pass the one important piece of legislation that is needed to overcome our spending problems, the budget. Since President Obama has been in office, we have failed to pass a single yearly budget. Now, if you follow the news, then you probably think that the Republicans are the reason that we do not have a budget in place. Republicans have been in charge of the House of Representatives for the last 2 years, so I place part of the blame on them for failing to reach some type of compromise with the President on the budget. Remember though, that when the President Obama took office, his party held all three branches of the government, yet they too failed to produce a single budget. Our President has not shown that he has the ability to get a budget passed and has not been able to reach across the aisle to create some type of working relationship with the Republican Party. I look back to previous presidents that had to deal with the other party in the House of Representatives, such as President Reagan, Clinton, and George W. Bush. All three showed leadership and the ability to compromise in order to get a budget in place. By failing to pass a budget for his entire presidency, President Obama has failed in his duties as the president by not providing a budget for the country. He leaves the country open for unchecked spending since the country is being run over on stopgap measures that are being voted on every couple of months. These bills are full of unfunded spending that continues to add to the deficit. His inability to provide leadership in the budget process and work with the other party at this time shows that he cannot lead when it is most needed. This problem exists today because of a lack of leadership and failing to address properly our debt ceiling. We must hold our leaders responsible for passing budgets that focus on our country's needs as well as addressing our deficit. Being afraid to make tough decisions, though, just makes you a follower. Today, our Senate passed its bill to avert the fiscal cliff. But when you look at what they voted on, you only see taxes being raised, but they pushed off the cuts once again. Nothing has been resolved, and we're going to go through this process once again. By waiting until the very last moment to act on such an important issue, many items are overlooked and corners are cut. Leaders would identify the problems, then develop several solutions for each problem. Our current leaders have a take it or leave it approach to governing. Sounds like little dictators to me. The solution: we need to raise taxes on everyone. So Republicans, get over it. I know this will get me more flack than anything else that I have said, but to cut the debt, we must pay now on our deficit. Big spending cuts must be made to include Social Security, the military, Medicare, and, well, everything else. So Democrats, get ready to chop up everything that you so love. Remember, leadership is the process of influencing others to accomplish the goal or mission by providing purpose, direction, and motivation. I think it's about time for our leaders to emerge. This is Tom Williams, and I'm out of here.